Hi there, it's Luminosity TV. My name is Sylvia Emichetti. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let me ask you quickly, if there are two sides to a coin and one of them is heads and the other one is hearts, which one would you choose? Are you one of those that make life decisions based on what your head is telling you? Or do you ever consult with your heart to ask for guidance? Either way, during the course of my wanderings, I've realized that you get the exact results based on the choices you've made and who you listen to. So, should we listen to the voices in our head or the voices in our heart? One day, the head said to the heart, "I need $1 million in my bank account." And the heart said, okay, how do you suppose you're going to get that? And the head said, "Shh, I'm planning to rob a bank." And the heart thought for a second, "Oh, yes, I see it now. Anywhere between 20 to 25. The head got really excited and asked, "Millions?" "No, stupid," replied the heart. "Years in jail." The heart always knows when we're making decisions that would lead us into big trouble in the near future. But do we ever listen? Unfortunately, most of us don't. We rush through life making decisions without carefully considering how they affect others around us. And as long as we get our own short-term results, we don't care about others and how we make them feel. In fact, as a society, we've been taught to rely so much on our head. Our entire educational system is based on it. In fact, that's how we consider if you're a smart person or not. And if you're using your heart, you're then considered backward or a softie. But the power that lies here cannot be compared with what's up here. And here's a simple example. If you're brain dead right now, would you cease to exist? No, there's something left of you. Surely there's got to be much more to you beyond your earthly brain. People always ask me, should I listen to my heart or my head when I'm trying to make a decision? And I always say, well, it's simple. Let's play out the scenario. If you have a headache, what would you take? You'll take an aspirin, right? Yes, easy peasy. It's available everywhere. But if you have a heartache, what do you need? You need love, you need empathy, you need compassion, you need tender loving care, TLC as we call it. But where's the aspirin for that? It's not available, it's not tangible because it holds more value. It's something you have to give or receive. It's from the heart. If you're brain dead, you'll live. You might be functioning at a limited capacity, but nonetheless, you are still alive. But if your heart stops, not only are you not functioning, you're gone. You're checked out from this part of the world. So yes, when I'm making decisions these days, I consider the one that I can't live without. And I try to make sure that it's in good working order. In other words, put your heart into everything that you do. You hear people say, "I did it from the bottom of my heart." It means there's something beyond just my brain that I put into it. I put my soul into it. There's a lot more of the real me in there. My intuition was involved. And usually, somewhere in that mix lies love and empathy and care and concern for others. But when you say, "I did it from the top of my head," it sounds spontaneous. It sounds like it wasn't well thought through and maybe even erratic, selfish and rigid. For as long as I can remember, the heart thrives by caring, not just for itself, but for others, through wanting to serve others, through gratitude, through abundance. The heart wants us all to come together, to carry everyone along for the love of a cause. The head, however, not so much. It thinks about its own self, self-preservation, self-gain, self-worth. The ego of the head is just ginormous, as they say. And you hear people say, well, there are some decisions that you have to make that requires the head. That's true, and I respect that. I guess that's why they made the aspirin after all. They knew you were going to need it, because the more you use your head, the more headaches you'll get. But the more you use your heart, the more your experience will strengthen your heart, the more connected you will feel to your real self, the more hearty you will then become. Remember how we use the word hale and hearty? It means you're doing well, you're happy, vigorous, and cheerful, and you haven't got any headaches. When people say, this was so heartfelt, it really touched my heart, or you are my heartthrob, or I would love you wholeheartedly. Can you feel the love and kindness in those words? It's like magic. The head, on the other hand, is always judging, always calculative, always cunning, whilst the heart knows a deeper truth that lies within. When we can be grateful for all of our experiences and that come our way, and we begin to live a life of wholesomeness, then we know we're listening to our hearts. And the best gift you can give your heart is the gift of love for others, the gift of silence, of calmness. As we say in Nigeria, no gra-gra. Every time we're rushing through life with our brains calculating, plotting, and scheming, we are missing out on a great connection to our higher self. So let's not divorce ourselves from that great spiritual energy that is within and around us, that connects to us through our hearts. So sit, breathe, do nothing. Sometimes doing nothing is better than getting the head to do the wrong things. Why are we always so serious all the time? I always say that the easiest way to connect with your heart is to be a child again, to see the wonder that life has to offer through those childlike eyes and inner warmth. Your inner child is dying to come out and play, but we're all too serious in our head. And if we don't open our heart and truly connect with this world, with this life, with this opportunity that we've been given, we will walk this earth as if blind, deaf, and dumb, and everything else will affect us and swallow us up. So let's embrace everything fully with our hearts. Don't let the fear of failure, the fear of getting hurt or being judged by others and what they'll say, don't let that fear hold you down. I've realized that now as I got older, that if I don't stay open-hearted and warm-hearted and kind-hearted, I lose out on the beautiful path that has been laid before me, that leads me to who I truly am. There's a popular saying that the longest journey you'll ever take is the one that runs from your head to your heart. It's a journey that surely and ultimately would lead you to happiness. So let's get on that road and make that journey. Until next time, remember this. Every time you open your eyes to a brand new day and your feet touch the floor and you take your hand to your heart and you can feel your heartbeat, you have everything that you need. Don't ever forget that and be grateful for that. Bye for now.